Hello and welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I'm Ranch. Today I'll be giving you the early prelims for UFC Vegas 26. Last week, I just want to touch last week, I did fairly well. 8-2-1 if you want to include that draw. I'm going to run through it really quick. The first parlay of the week, the early prelim, all four, boom, 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 great, cashed in on that. Second parlay, and I had a boo-boo because I had Poliana Botello. She lost to Luana Carolina via decision. So there's one of my two losses. After that, boom, 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 another green, all green payout, cash that. And finally, I did get the main event wrong. You know, full transparency. Jerry Prochaska is a beast, guys. He's awesome. I underestimated him. My fault. But anyway, 8-2-1. Can't complain about that. I'll take that every week. I got to get. I'm in pursuit of that perfect parlay. You know what I mean. Anyway, so let's get right underway with this because I do have research going on and I know Clint is going to be on pretty soon. So anyway, let's go with this. We've got the curtain opener. We've got featherweight fight between Mike Trizano, the lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf, guys. A lone wolf that needs a pack. He's taking on Ludavid Klein, Mr. Highlight. Mr. Highlight indeed. Okay. Mike Trizano is the underdog at plus 215. He is 8-1 as a professional. He's coming off a loss to Grant Dawson. No shame in that. Grant Dawson is great, guys. He's great. He lost by rear naked choke. Mike Trizano did win the Contender Series before. I couldn't tell you what year that was. He has a 4-inch height advantage over Ludavid Klein, and he's training out of Tiger Schulman, that's down in New Jersey. With the other fighters there are Julio Arce, Lyman Good, Jimmy Rivera, and Shane Burgos, who has a fight against Edson Barboza on May 15th, which is not this coming weekend, but the following weekend. Okay, Ludavid Klein, the fairly heavy favorite at minus 255. I will say these odds did move a little bit. A lot of money's coming in on Klein. So that went from minus 215, I think, opened up at, to now it's a minus 255. So if you're taking Klein, you should have got in on that early. Anyway, comes in the record of 17-2, fighting out of parts unknown. No, he's fighting out of Slovakia, but gym facility unknown. Well, if it is known, I don't know it, and neither does Tapology because they said not available. As well as Sherdog, same thing. Who knows where Ludavid Klein is? You know who probably? I bet you James Lynch probably knows. I don't know. I'm sure there's people that know where he trains out of. I happen to not know, but Mr. Highlight, he's coming off a win, an impressive knockout of Shane Yong first round. He is on an 8-fight win streak. Even though he doesn't have the height advantage, he does have a 1-inch reach advantage. Okay, let's see what these cappers are taking. Starting off with the favorite, Ludavid Klein. We've got Schroeder MMA bet. Used him. I knew his picks would be out. They're out wicked early. Sometimes he has to change. Sometimes a lot of his fights fall through because he goes by early fight scheduling. Schroeder is taking Ludavid Klein by decision. Then we've got King of Crackdowns, 50-95. Also saying by decision for Klein. Ronnie's MMA Breakdowns. Ronnie is from Australia. Ronnie says within the distance, it is going to be a stoppage for Klein. He didn't number the round or say how, but inside the distance may make that a plus number. I don't know. We'll see. It's your boy eBays is also saying Klein by decision. And finally, to cap it all off, AJ DeVito from MMA Experts. He is saying Ludavid Klein, second, he's just calling the round, second round finish, stoppage, whatever, so TKO. Making this a full capper consensus. A full capper consensus is... Do the dance. Throw some pearls at him.
Okay.
Pitch them. Pitch some pearls. Pitch. Throw it overhand. Overhand. Throw some pearls. Good luck pearls. I'll throw some pearls. Boom, boom. Throw it. There you go. Full capper consensus. Everybody, all the cappers I did for this show are taking Ludavid Klein to beat Mike Trizano, the former UFC or Ultimate Fighting champion, and I can't go against that. I think I'm also gonna take Klein. I might have to go the same way of DeVito to make that a plus number. I don't think decision's gonna do it. I could look it up, but I'm short on time and I'm lazy. So I'm not sure if within distance gonna do it either, but most likely that should make that a plus number. But let me write my name here before anybody gets confused. Taking Ludavid Klein. Yeah, I'm gonna say within distance. And if that doesn't make it a plus number, second round. If I have to get really specific, second round, and it'll probably be a KO. Might be first round, but that's why I'm gonna see how the numbers play out. I'll probably just use them as a parlay piece. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Next, we have the middleweight fight between the Tafon Tafon Nchukwi taking on the Iron Turtle, Junyong Park. Tafon Nchukwi is undefeated as a professional fighter, 5-0. I believe he's only been fighting for 3 years max, maybe two or 3 years. He does have a 2-inch height and 4-inch reach advantage in this fight. He fights out of Team Lloyd Irving. That is out of Maryland. I believe it's military base, like Lloyd Irving is some sort of like a drill sergeant or something, because open it up on Tapology, it shows like a bulldog, I think, or something in a camouflage. Anyway, that is in Camp Springs, Maryland. People like James Vick and Sodiq Youssef also train out of Team Lloyd Irving in Maryland. Tafon Nchukwi is coming off a unanimous decision win over Jamie Pickett, and he is the favorite here. This moved quite a bit. It was minus 170 according to Tapology this morning. Now I just checked it. These are Bet Online odds, guys, and I just checked it, and now it's a minus 135. Park was a minus one or plus 135. Now money must be coming in on Park because they caught the mess up by the bookies that set the lines. Now it has moved from a plus 135 to a plus 115. And Nchukwi went down from minus 170. Now he's a minus 135. They're trying to, the bookies are trying to get more money coming in on Nchukwi here, the favorite. Okay, so Junyong Park, he is fighting out a Korean top team. They got like Korean top teams all over Korea. They got, I think, 6 or 8 schools throughout Korea. Oh, you know who fights out of his school though? Da Un Jung. That's the guy. He's light heavyweight. He just knocked out William Knight, KO'd him. I forget which round, but I remember he knocked him out. I want to say maybe first or second round he did. Anyway, Junyong Park is coming off a win against John Phillips. Unanimous decision. He's got triple the amount of fights, almost quadruple, but he's 12-4 fighter. So he does have a little bit of better experience for the Iron Turtle. Let's see what these cappers have to say in this one. Starting off with the Tafon Tafon Nchukwi, the favorite here. We've got AJ DeVito, MMA experts. He's saying inside the distance. AJ DeVito. So within distance. That's what WD stands for, if you guys didn't know. Then we got it's your boy, eBays. eBays thinks Iron Turtle's going to pull the upset and win by a decision. Then we've got King of Crackdowns, 50.95. KFC is saying TKO in the third. I don't know how that is. You know, Tafon Nchukwi is much more muscular than Junyong Park, and muscles equal fading cardio. That is just they rely on more oxygen. You know, there's a whole lot of theory behind it, and it does make sense. Schroeder is taking Park also by decision, and for the tiebreaker, we've got Ronnie's MMA breakdowns. Ronnie's breakdowns are great because he does like introductions, short introduction, like a minute. The striking of fighter A, striking of fighter B, grappling paths to victory, then his take, and then his bets. It's a good. Ronnie's MMA breakdowns is a good channel. Definitely check him out. By the way, all these cappers links, of course, will be in the description. Anyway, Ronnie is also taking Junyong Park, the Iron Turtle, for the upset. And Ronnie is also saying by decision. The way I see this, it's kind of like Nchukwi he's got that, I don't know, he's bigger and stronger, it seems like, but Junyong Park, he's got more experience in the ring. His fight IQ has got to be better. So that being said, I'm gonna have to take the plus money here and the Countryman. But that, I was thinking Nchukwi's undefeated. It's just I think Park's wrestling is gonna come through. I think he's gonna last through the first. Nchukwi probably win the first round via strikes and coming marching forward like that tank. But Park has got to be faster. I imagine his cardio might not be as well. Nchukwi is a little bit younger. He's 26. Park 30. But that shouldn't matter that much. Middleweight fight, 4 years, not past his prime. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take Park also. I'm not that confident with this, but yeah, I'm gonna also say by decision. That's definitely a plus number for my plus money junkies out there. I do want to make a public apology for my live stream last Friday, my last looks. I was heavily intoxicated. My daughter was staying at a friend's house. My son was wrapped up in his tablet. He found a new game, so and then BC Dave's like, hey, let's have a drink, and I already primed my pump before a happy hour. It's just a lot of, so that my intention was maybe do a 2-hour stream, but it ended up being over 8 hours. And I didn't rewatch the whole thing because it's way too long. But I did watch like clip-its the next day as I was so hungover I couldn't even move. But yeah, I was pretty intoxicated after. It was a blast though. I had a good time. I had fun, but I kind of apologize if I did say, I might have said some things, I don't know, I can't. I get real loud. My wife said I woke her up at midnight and I promised I'd be done. Then 3 o'clock in the morning is when I finally, anyway, yeah, I mostly apologize to my wife, sorry babe. You know, I mean, it was a good time though, I will say that. Okay, moving on. We've got the welterweight fight between Christian Aguilera, the Beast. He's taking on Carlston Harris, Carlston Mozambique. That's he's Guyanese, but Mozambique is actually a part of the west coast of Africa, named after the island of Mozambique by the Portugals. I did a little Google. But yeah, let's talk about these guys. Christian Aguilera underdog at plus 129. That line did move. I can't see what it was earlier. I don't think it moved all that much. He's coming with a professional record of 14-7. He's coming off a loss to Sean Brady, one of my favorite fighters out of Philly. Sean Brady got him with guillotine second round. I'm real high in Sean Brady. Love that dude. He's great. He fights out of Total MMA Studios in Tustin, California. I didn't recognize any of the names on the list of fighters fighting out of there. I did notice there was a guy in Bellator. There was what's his name? The Farmer of Destruction or something. Dan Dillon or Dave Dillon. I can't remember. But there, I think, and I'm hoping I got the right fight. Anyway, there's like a couple Bellator fighters, I think, couple LFA, PFL maybe, doesn't matter, whatever. Christian Aguilera is fighting out of there, Total MMA Studios. And he's taking on the favorite here, Carlston Harris. Carlston Harris is, he fights out of Uae Warriors. This is his UFC debut. Mozambique is coming off a win against Sajid Isakhamedov by Darce choke, round 2. Uae Warriors, I think UAE stands for United Arab Emirates. That takes place over in Abu Dhabi in the Middle East there. But Carlston Harris, he fights out of Renovacao fight team in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Okay, he's favorite at minus 149 here. Interesting. Against Christian Aguilera, the Beast. Okay, so let's see what these cappers have to say. Of course, we're going to start with the favorite here in Carlston. Carlton, I don't even know the Carlton. Remember he had that dance. It was like I can't remember. Anyway, let's get jiggy with Carlston Harris. Okay, Carlston, taking Carlston Harris. We've got Ronnie's MMA breakdown. Ronnie is saying by decision for my boy Carlston. Mozambique, Botswana. There used to AFRICA. There used to be an old rap song. Zimbabwe, AFRICA, Botswana, Guyana, Zimbabwe. Anyway, Ronnie's taken by decision. Then we've got King of Crackdowns, KFC. He's saying submission second round. He could do it, bud. He could do it. He's got that. He's coming off a Darce choke win. And the dude he fought and beat was 17-1 over at Uae Warriors. This is his UFC debut. I don't know. This kid might be hot. Speaking of kid, let's throw these ages. He is actually the elder here. Harris is 33 to Christian Aguilera's 29. Also, we've got AJ DeVito. I'm sorry, from MMA Experts. And Schroeder is saying by decision, Schroeder MMA bet. And finally, it's your boy, eBay's being the contrarian pick here. eBay's fight predictions. Being the only guy taking Christian Aguilera out of the 5 predictors, cappers that I picked. He's also saying by knockout in the 2nd round. He must have no faith in this Carlston Harris. But, hey, it could happen. Could happen. I like it, eBay's. I like it. Not enough to go with it, but I like it. Actually, I kind of want to go with it. There's room down there for me. Joe Rick. Okay. Yeah, after a little, like I said, this is, I'm still in first model. I did do some research today. I made the mistake last week. I took the UFC I took the UFC experienced guy over the guy that's only had in the main event. I took Reyes over Prochaska because Prochaska's out of Ryzen, and I was like, Ryzen's not UFC. He's coming over here and all this. I kind of want to say the same thing about Uae Warriors. Carlston Harris might be a champ over Uae Warriors, and putting Darce chokes on Sajid Isakhmedov. But I mean, he's got his hands full of Christian Aguilera, and I'm gonna go with the plus money here. Plus money junkies. I'm taking Aguilera. Last week, that was another thing. I was so drunk that I forgot to do my Tapology picks, and my picks were on the same as BC Dave because we made picks together the night before, and he did great on Tapology, and I did nothing because I didn't put my picks in because I was too hungover the next day. Couldn't even. Horrible. I did regret the next day because I had things I had to do, like all that stuff was, forget it. I can't move. I can't. The soju wrecks me because it's so easy sipping. It's so easy to drink that stuff and just going down. That was after too. I had a little buzz from happy hour, a little tipsy, nothing crazy, still coherent and everything. Did my video. Said I'm gonna do a live stream. Started doing that, and then it's like, I'll have a Bitburger. We'll have some German beer. Then ended up killing that, and Dave was like, "Where's your drink?" How easy do I fall to peer pressure, my friends? So just hold on 1 minute, Dave. I got you. And it was fun though. Okay, I'm taking Aguilera. I think he's gonna. I want to say within distance like this boy eBay's, but man, I gotta do some more research. But right now I'm gonna take Christian Aguilera, and I think he's gonna get it done by decision. I mean, Sean Brady, that's no shame in losing to Sean Brady, none at all. Carlston Harris, I'm sorry, I don't have faith in EA or UAE Warriors Abu Dhabi or the Renova fight team. Renova, Guyanese guy with a nickname Mozambique. Anyway, so there you have it. To recap, time check. I guess my daughter went to bed. Time check. Oh, yeah, past bedtime. Okay, To recap, I've got Ludavid Klein with everybody else beating Mike Trizano. I got it happening within distance, specifically second round if I have to name the round. Then I have, Little Heartburn and Junyong Park beating Tafon, Nchukwi, the Don, Tafon Don. Tafon Don, really? I got him doing it with his UFC. I mean, this guy 5-0, which is great and everything, but he's. I once again I'm gonna go with the speed, cardio, and experience of Junyong Park. Then finally, I've got Christian Aguilera upsetting Carlston Harris via decision. There you have it. Gather the info, place those bets, and cash those tickets. I appreciate you guys watching. Please give me that thumbs up. I love that. If you haven't subscribed yet, do that. Feel free to share. Feel free to comment. Hit the bell. I'm making these videos every day throughout the week. Finishing up after the weigh-ins with the last looks. Good luck on these bets, and I will see you next episode.